Oh, God. Well, we could win this fight just by merit of
I got
counterattack. Alright, let's hear it, Gert.
Yeah, okay. This one is called Akuma Kicked Christmas's Ass.
Alright.
Every fighter from Capcom liked Christmas a lot, but the demon secret boss from Capcom did not. Akuma hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Besides writers at GameFAQs, no one quite knew the reason. It could be that his tattoo was glowing too bright, it could be perhaps that his beads were too tight. But I think the most likely reason of all may have been that his black belt was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his belt or tattoos, he stood there on Christmas Eve, pitying the foos. Staring down from his cave with a pissed badass frown at the overused sprites that lived in the town. For he knew everyone down in Capcom beneath was busty now, buying gifts for Zangief. So busy. And they're putting off training, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow's Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled as he started his evil vibrating. I must stop Christmas and get Ryu to start hating. For tomorrow, he knew, all the Capcom girls and boys would wake up bright and early. They'd rush for their toys. And then, oh, the noise. Oh, the noise, 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 noise. Like Karen's witchy laughing. The noise, 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 noise.
Karen's witching laughing. Awesome.
Some boots for Charlie, Catgoing, and Rose. For Felicia and Midler, some new decent clothes. For Vega, a new mask and a shiny new claw. And for the succubus Lilith, a new push-up bra.
Okay.
And then they do something he hated a lot. Every fighter from Big Victor to Little Servbot would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They stand hand in hand, and those fools would start singing. And he taunt, and he taunt. And the more Akuma thought of Dan Hibiki taunting, the more he thought, I must stop that village idiot's flaunting. I've been putting up with this for about 8 years now. I must stop Christmas from coming. But how? Then he got an idea, an awful idea. Goki got a Satsu no Haru ni Mezamatsu idea. Akuma grunted with glee, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a gi, and he chuckled and posed, their cheer I will thresh. With this gi and this hat, I'll be Christmas made flesh. All I need is a reindeer, Akuma looked around. But since he used them for target practice, there were none to be found.
What?
Did that stop the Goki? No! Yelled the man with the tattoo of 10. If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one in Mugen. So he called his dog.
That's a very good one.
And he tied a big horn on top of his stand. Then he loaded some sacks for his war against Yule, and then he hitched up poor Iggy in a stand called the Fool. Then Akuma said, go! And the sleigh started down toward the homes where the Shotos laid KO in their town. All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the scene. All the fighters were dreaming without death 13. When he came to the house first in the square, this is stop number 1, the old demon claws hissed, and he climbed to the roof. I'm the master of fist! Then he slid down the chimney with very little room, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Coom. He got stuck only once for a moment or two, but then he just teleported out of the fireplace flue. Where lights, bots, stockings were all hung in a row. Stockings are for the weak, they'll be the first to go. He floated on one leg with a frown that was sour. Around the white room, or whole room, he took every power. Shadow stars, hard punches, and strength from the guts. Search snakes, Gemini lasers, and a boomerang that cuts. And he stuffed them in bags. With a strong, firm grab, he threw them straight up the chimney and out of the lab. Then he punked out all the presents with goodies with glee. And now, grinned Goki, I will show where you can be. Or the tree. And the demon made a fist, his digits starting to curl. When he heard a small sound of a robot young girl, he turned around fast and he saw a small soul. Little cute Roll, who was out for a stroll. Akuma had been caught by a Mega Man's sister. State your business, runt, the old demon hissed at her. She stared with wide eyes and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you kicking our tree's ass? Why?
Oh, this is gold. I love this.
But all he could muster was, ... You're the mean Akuma! Will jumped in with a shout, and in desperation, Akuma knocked her ass out. He showed you in the tree straight through the roof. And with a cool shadow effect, he was gone with a poof. And the one speck of food that was left in the stock was a crumb that was too small for flip-flop. And he went to other houses, stealing gifts by the batch. He even went to Sagat's place and stole his eye patch. It was quarter past dawn, all the fighters in bed, all the fighters still KO'd when he picked up his sled. Packed it up with presents like Dimitri's new casket and Baby Bonnie's hood's brand new shiny weapon basket. 3,000 feet up the side of a volcano, he lay the smack on the gifts like he was Captain Insano. Those warriors are weak, he was evilly humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open and they will start puking.
They'll start puking?
Yes! Then they'll get into fights in Camel Shut Out Hadouken. That's a noise, he grunted, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and Akuma put a hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, and it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sounded so glad. It couldn't be so. Yet Dan was still taunting and screaming for Dad. He stared down at Capcom. He narrowed his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. We're gonna take you for a ride. We're gonna take you for a ride. This is fucking 2 verses of this. Every fighter from Q to Captain Commando was singing without any presents to show. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And Akuma, with his sandals ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? They should be throwing Hadokens, hitting Shoryukens, Koryukens, Garokens, and Shippu Bambukens. And then he puzzled 3 hours. He was mad to the core. Then Goki thought of something he hadn't before. And he nodded with a smile and crossed his arms as he stood. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, is about being good. But this touching scene was soon interrupted as he sensed the one man who was just as corrupted. He saw Junie and Julie and Birdie and Bison and Balrog the boxer who resembles Mike Tyson. And he saw all the gifts being ravaged by Shadow Law. He thought, I know now what I have to do. But the odds were against him and the fight was not pleasant, for it seemed the reformed Akuma would not save a present. Soon I will add these gifts to my psycho drive. And then, Bison smiled, I'll be the strongest alive. And what happened then? Well, in Capcom they say that Akuma's super bar grew 3 levels that day. He became Shin Goki as his power went max, and he gained the strength of 10 Hugos and 1 or 2 Jacks. And the spirit of Christmas helped fuel his resistance as he beat Shadow Law even within an inch of existence. After only a moment, they were all screaming as he took most of them out with his raging demon. It would have been better if M. Bison ran because Akuma yelled, Kongo Konguretsu-zan! His now green tattoo was glowing for all them to see. Because it is Christmas, I will let you 5B. And for a minute, his belt didn't feel quite so tight, and he traveled with his dog through the bright morning light. The people of Capcom were more than good sports, and Adam was freezing from just wearing shorts. He gave back every gift, he gave back every toy, for DJ, for Trombon, for Raptor, for Roy, for Anakaris, for Chun-Li, for Kiwi, for Ken, for Jill, for Saturn, and Akuma's rival Gen. For Fei Long, Hinata, June, and Whole Horse. Did he apologize for the injured girl role? But of course, for Jotaro and for Dan, who he liked the least, and he himself, Akuma gave back to the green rolling beast. The end.
That was a great way to spice this up. Thank you, Kirk. That was great.
We apparently need to read the Garfield the Royal Rescue.
That'll probably be next weekend, because I'm probably going to end it here. And also, I got my fire drop. It's the Beastmaster, the only other class with a heal. So this run might be viable, maybe.
So it's funny, as soon as Gerg started reading that, I found one called Christmas with Akuma.
Nice.